I'm Ariana from Fertility and Wholeness. Today, we're diving into something that blew my mind. Fertility monitors that give you instant, lab grade hormone data right in your own home. In just 15 minutes, I discovered information that would typically require multiple doctor's appointments, blood draws, and weeks of waiting. If you are curious about understanding your body's hormonal landscape, whether you're trying to conceive or just want to know more about your cycle, this episode is for you. And for those wondering which monitor might work best, I'll break it down, the pros, the cons, and the top devices. Welcome to Fertility and Wholeness podcast. Are you tired of seeing that test be negative month after month? Will you ever stop having to take test after test? Are you scared of all the medical terminology, office visits, and misinformation you see at every turn on your infertility journey? If you answer yes to any of those, you're not alone. You are at the right place. I'm so happy you're here with us. My name is Ariana. I'm a fertility care practitioner and a wholeness coach with over a decade of experience on the field. I created this podcast because I know what it is to feel alone and lost while navigating fertility problems. And after helping hundreds of women, teaching them how to not protract their cycles, boost their fertility, and navigate their monthly emotional roller coaster and get pregnant naturally, I am on a mission to empower women to take charge of their fertility journey. In this podcast, you will find heartfelt conversations, education, tips on how to take care of and understand your fertility, emotional support, simple lifestyle changes to boost your fertility, nutrition, self-care routines, tips for handling stress and anxiety with ease. We have amazing, exciting expert interviews and guests, inspirational stories, and practical advice on preparing for pregnancy and joyful delivery. Are you ready to reclaim your health, your life, and become pregnant naturally? If so, grab your green juice and prenatal vitamins. This episode is just what the doctor ordered. Wholeness. I'm your host, Ariana, a fertility care practitioner and your guide on this journey to empowerment. Today's episode is all about fertility monitors, those little gadgets that promise to help you understand your body better and maximize your chances of conceiving. Here's a question. Do fertility monitors actually work? And if they do, which one is right for you? These tools can feel overwhelming. So many options, so much data. It's easy to feel frustrated and even skeptical. How will you know which one will really help you? That's exactly what we're diving into today. Whether you are just starting to track your cycle or even on this journey for a while, I'll break down the pros, the cons of the most popular tools out there. Plus, I'll share my personal experience with the Mira Fertility Monitor and bust some common myths along the way. So grab your cup of tea or a coffee if that's your thing, and let's get started. Let's start with the basics. Why bother with fertility monitors at all? Here's the thing. Timing is everything when trying to conceive. And knowing when you're fertile gives you the best chance of success. But here's what it gets tricky. Not all fertility monitors are created equal. Some track hormones, others track temperature, or others cervical mucus. Some are high-tech, others are super simple. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, can I just track my cervical mucus or use a free app? And yes, these methods can work for some people. But if you have irregular cycles, PCOS, or just want more precise data, fertility monitors can be a game changer. Still, these tools can also cause frustration. What if they give you conflicting results? What if they don't work as promised? We'll address some of those concerns today because I want you to feel confident in whatever tool you choose. All right, let's get into it. The nitty-gritty of fertility monitors. Here are some of the most popular options in the market today and how they stack up. We'll start with number one, which are LH strips or ovulation strips. Here are the pros for the LH strips. They're affordable and simple. Detect luteinizing hormone LH searches that signal ovulation is near. The cons, they only predict ovulation. They don't confirm that it has occurred. So, false positives can happen with PCOS or hormonal imbalances. Number 2, the Clear Blue Fertility Monitor. The pros, it measures both LH, estrogen, and provides a high or a peak fertility days with 99% of accuracy. The cons, requires daily testing at specific times, test sticks, and ongoing costs. Number 3, Mira Fertility Monitor, my personal favorite. Here are the pros. It tracks multiple hormones, LH, estrogen, progesterone. For a detailed view of your cycle, it syncs with an app for easy tracking and interpret your results. Is FSA or HSA eligible? The cons is expensive upfront. Plus, it has recurring costs for test ones, from $45 to $80 a month. Not eco-friendly due to the disposable ones. Number 4, Inedo Fertility Monitor. The pros is similar to the Mira, but is slightly more affordable. Tests 4 hormones in one strip. They're great for PCOS users. Cons, it only works with iPhone. Uses disposable strips that adds to the ongoing cost. Number 5, Tempdrop, a wearable thermometer. Pros, it tracks basal body temperature overnight without requiring consistent wake-up times. It's great for irregular schedules. The cons is that it's expensive, $150 plus, and requires time to learn your cycle trends. Number 6, the Oura Ring plus temperature tracking apps. The pros, it tracks your sleep, activity, temperature trends, integrates with apps like natural cycles or fertility tracking. The cons is that its indirect method of tracking ovulation is not as precise as a hormone-based monitors. Number 7, the Keck cervical fluid tracker. The pros is a zero-waste device that tracks cervical fluid changes in 2 minutes. It doubles as a Kegel exercises. The cons is invasive, since vaginal inserted and medications can affect accuracy. Number 8, Proof PTG test strips for ovulation confirmation. The pros, it confirms ovulation by detecting progesterone levels. Post ovulation is great for luteal phase tracking. Cons, it only confirms ovulation after it has occurred, so it's not predictive. Number 9, cycle tracking apps. Example, Glue, Flow, or any other on the market. The pros is that they're free and low cost. They're easy for basic tracking of periods and symptoms. Cons, it relies on averages rather than the real-time data, so it's not ideal for irregular cycles. Let's talk about some of the common frustrations and misconceptions around fertility tools. The first one is, if I use a monitor, I'll definitely get pregnant. Unfortunately, no tool can guarantee pregnancy. They simply improve your odds by helping you time things better. The number 2 misconception is predicting ovulation is enough. Not quite. Predicting ovulation is helpful, but confirming it is equally important, especially if you suspect issues like luteal phase defects or anovulatory cycles, which is when the woman does not ovulate at all. Number 3, more data equals to better result. Sometimes too much data can lead to analysis paralysis or added stress. So choose a tool that feels manageable to you. And here's a big one. Stress itself impacts fertility. If using these tools feels overwhelming or adds pressure, take a step back and reassess what works best for your mental health. Here's my honest take on all the monitors. My personal favorite is the Mira. I'll never forget the first time I used the Mira Fertility Monitor. Now, let me preface this by saying I don't struggle with infertility. My fertility struggles have to do more with sustaining a pregnancy. But I purchased the Mira out of curiosity, just to see how it worked. But what happened next completely blew me away. Within 15 minutes, I had progesterone levels right in front of me. Quantitative, lab-grade data that I could actually understand. And that's when it hit me. This is information that I would never have access without a doctor's visit. Think about it. You need to schedule an appointment to have your doctor order blood work, go to a lab to get your blood drawn, and then wait days for the result. Even after all of that, you have to log into your patient portal, you probably star numbers you don't even know how to interpret. And here I was, holding my Mira device in one hand and my phone in the other, looking at a hormone data that made sense, felt empowering, like I had unlocked a secret about my body that it was always there but hidden, behind the layers of medical bureaucracy. And this got me thinking, why don't more people know about this? Why isn't this kind of technology more widely talked about? And it's not just for those trying to conceive, it's for anyone who wants to understand their hormones better. That moment changed how I think about fertility tracking forever. Mira Fertility Monitor is my go-to tool because how detailed its data is. And as someone who loves understanding my body through science, Mira gave me the insights that even my doctor found helpful when adjusting my treatment plan, especially for me since I struggle with progesterone levels. And with the Mira tracker, I was able to see where my progesterone levels were after ovulation. And here is my honest take. While Mira is amazing for hormone tracking, it's not cheap or eco-friendly due to the disposable ones. If budget is a concern or simplicity is your priority, 8 strips might be enough for you, and that's okay. So which tool should you use? It depends on your needs. If you're data-driven like me, go for something more comprehensive like Mira or Inido. If simplicity is key, stick with the LH strips or apps. Remember this, no tool replaces professional advice. And if you're struggling to conceive or feel stuck on your journey, reach out to a healthcare provider who can guide you further. And if you want to explore the Mira Fertility Monitor or compare other top fertility tracking devices, check the show notes for direct links to purchase. And I also included a special discount code for you to purchase the Mira at a discounted price. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If this episode resonated with you or helped clarify your options, please share with someone who might benefit from it too. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Until next time, here's to wholeness and empowerment on your fertility journey. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's episode, we got a special treat for you. Join our free Facebook group where you can connect with other amazing women and share your thoughts. Join us by clicking in the link in the show notes. We can't wait to welcome you into our supportive community. And don't forget to come back for our next episode, where we'll be sharing even more inspiring stories, encouraging tips, educational insights, and practical strategies. Oh, and before you go, we have a tiny favor to ask. If you found today's episode uplifting and helpful, please leave us a review. It's like giving us a virtual hug, and it helps other amazing women like you find our show. Plus, it makes us smile from ear to ear. And hey, why stop there? Share the love. Tell your Betsies, your mom, your sister, and even your favorite barista about our podcast. The more, the merrier.